Hello, YouTube. I am Michelle, and this is My Meaningful Life. I created this channel because I lost 16 pounds so far on just meal prepping, and I wanted to track my journey and encourage other people to do so. I sit down during these meal preps only because I deal with a lot of low back pain. They're still looking into what exactly it is. I am a single woman with no kids. I have a very busy life. I work full-time as a medical biller, a medical specialist medical biller. And I go to school part-time. I'm taking a weightlifting right now and video photojournalism. And let's see. I also, the only time I'm really home is during the weekends and Thursday nights, because Monday and Wednesday I have the weightlifting class, and Tuesday I am doing the photojournalism, and that's actually video journalism. I don't know why they call it photojournalism, but that's what they call it. And the weightlifting is not really weightlifting, it's just working out. It's cardio for me. My professor has actually adapted it for me. But anyway, I said all that to say this. My meal prep is unique to me. Sometimes you'll see me, sometimes you'll just see my hands. It all depends on what I'm feeling that day. I hope you hit the subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell so that you're notified anytime I have upload any new content. Okay, so this is a very simple recipe of the Pico De Gallo. I'm just going to take some tomatoes, some jalapenos, and some onions. And this is my basic ones because I didn't have any cilantro. I usually put cilantro and then maybe some garlic powder. But this is just the basic, and I'll come back to you when it's done. Okay, so if you see my mouth moving, it's because on the weekends when I meal prep, I'm usually Skyping with my mom and my niece Mistia, and I encourage them to do the same. So that's the reason why my mouth is moving. I'm just talking with them. In a few minutes here, I'm going to use a contraption, a kitchen tool, whatever you want to call it, that's helps me chop the onion into very small pieces. I do it like this because I do not like frying with the onions, and it helps get the job done in a much quicker fashion. I love this thing. to mention that I actually do put in a little bit of the sweet peppers just to give it more crunch and more flavor. I didn't realize this, but it didn't record the jalapenos being chopped up. I use gloves with the jalapenos so that I don't have to worry about rubbing my eyes and getting all burned. But I also use the container that I just used for the onions and the mini peppers. I'm going to go ahead and start the breakfast burritos. I'm going to start out by scrambling some eggs. Now you'll see in a minute where I actually made a boo-boo and I decided I was going to put an eggshell in the eggs. No, I did not intend to do this, but I'm going to actually add, I'm estimating about a tablespoon of milk, maybe 2 tablespoons. I'm going to scramble that up and I'll come back to you. Next, I'm going to go ahead and spray a pan that I've lined with tin foil and cook my bacon. I don't cook it on the stove. I usually cook it in the oven. Here I'm cutting up the yam. I call these yams instead of sweet potatoes because sweet potatoes are a little different than yams. I'm going to cut this up and slice it up and into little pieces. I do have a disclaimer. I do have it split up into different pieces because myself with this mandolin. Be careful when you use mandolins. Don't cut yourself. I want to let you know that I am Skyping with my mom, and I usually do on the weekends when I meal prep. That way she's involved and my niece is involved, and I encourage them to do the same. Next, I'm going to line another sheet pan with aluminum foil and spray that sheet pan, and then I'm going to put the yams on that and bake them in the oven. Next, I'm going to cook up some sausage. I just cut up the packaging that's on the sausage and just fry it up until it's not pink anymore. we are now ready to put these beautiful breakfast burritos together. I take a tablespoon of Greek yogurt. Some people say Greek yogurt is not freezable. I did not have a problem when reheating these out of the freezer. And then I take a tablespoon of each of the toppings, which is the Pico De Gallo, the sweet potatoes, the bacon, the eggs, the cheese, and the sausage. Okay, we're ready to package these up and freeze them up.